We don't have a 10 slots round, by the way, and Cuzzo is on that. He said he had to get off, but look at there, 2 out of 8. What the fuck? Had to get off my booty cheeks, man. You just wanted to go play with your girl is all. That's fine. If you guys want to join, right now it is Dark Adventures, which, by the way, is the realm name that probably will be taken up here in a little bit as the world name. But pretty much we are going to show you guys how to join. So if we do this, we click on Edito. Not edit. My bad. Applying packs. Okay. I'm an idiot. Add members. So if you guys want to join, I'm going to make a invite link right now. So there is that is not the invite link. Remove. If I'm going to have one, I want one I like how it looks. I want underscores or something special looking, not just these. Boop. I'll sit here for a while, Minecraft, till you give me a link. There we go. I like that link. It actually has a dash in it. So give me 1 sec, and let me go hit up the linky links here to the person that asked for it. We are gonna let this link expire because I'm just kind of inviting this one person, to be honest. Not that I want. It's gonna be weird, aren't you, phone? This. And then this. And then.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Alrighty. I'm still just gonna message you it just to make sure. There you go. Sent it to your phone as well, just to make sure, 110%. But oopsie. And by the way, this is not the one that you guys seen a little bit ago that we were working on with all the different like pathways. This is the dragon one, my cousin one. So brand new world. I will let you guys know it is kind of moderately modded. Um, there is stuff where you can actually see wind. I mean, we added a realism VFX mod. So on top of the regular stuff, we have a realism VFX mod. So yeah, we get like actual skies now while being able to run this mod. You can see we get the glimmering water. Oh god, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Whee! I forgot to give myself this. Slash ability add a may fly true. Boom. I forgot to give myself this. But we chose this world. You can see the water's still broken from the other mod. I can say that because the water's not supposed to look like this. It's supposed to have the waves, but it's not supposed to have the ripples like that. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it too much unless they updated the mod and it has the ripples now. But we do have this, which is pretty cool. You will be right up here, by the way. Right here. I forgot to turn PvP off. Slash. Uh, Hold on. I'll give you the fly in a second. I'm doing the game rule right quick. Game rule. Um, I think it's like PvP something. It's just PvP. PvP. False. There. Now, hold on. Yeah, it's off. Okay, we're good. Let's give you some of this. Let's give you the fly ability. There you go. Now you should be able to fly. And you'll take no fall damage too. Heck yeah. And you should be able to jump like I did earlier, like this, and take no fall damage. What got removed that had that in there? It had to be the realism effects, right? There. Good. Got a little bit of iron. That's my cousin's stuff inside of these chests. So I can't really touch too much of this stuff. This is my cousin's area. So I need to move off so I'm not like touching his shit. And the floating trees am I seeing? I need to look to see if to make sure nothing got oofed, because we shouldn't be seeing those update like that. So save and quit. Let me make sure I didn't break anything out of the pack. So settings, while you're in, I'm just going to check this out because I want to make sure I didn't break anything. So we do have that. Those are in. That's in. The dragons, tree capitator, farming, weapons, buckets. So far, we're looking correct. So, yeah. Because we don't have that. We didn't add tinkers. We didn't do any of that. This used to be in, but we removed it because my cousin just wanted to see what that one was like. This was the one that used to be on, which my cousin didn't like. So we removed it to put the new one back in, which is the cool looking one. All the wool. I kind of want to put that in. Kind of. We also don't have our bath bombs, but that's fine. I kind of want to add all the wool because that adds like wool that actually gives off light. So if we're building a house, you can actually put down the wool and it would produce light if you use the correct one. But you'd have to get the glow sheep. I don't know. Techna dwellers, furniture, this, faithless. I'm just seeing if there is anything that I've overlooked or missed. And so far, no, there isn't. I don't know if that would have kicked you or not. If it kicked you, just rejoin back. So no, we're not missing anything out of the realm. It's just being weird with having certain things say do textures or catch an update or something like that. If you see that, just break it. It's probably something from the realism visual effects being a little weird. I need to give myself the ability and continue going where I was going. Because where I'm going is well out this way. Biomes O'Plenty is also in here, so there's going to be a lot of new biomes. But I'm thinking I kind of want... Because there is dragons. So I'm thinking of castle. I want a land big enough for the castle, but I want some other stuff too. And it's generating the new biome. That's why it was doing that. Encountering errors. I don't care, game. Oh, hey, village. I will actually loot this village. Mainly because I'm just now basically starting out. So being able to grab like this. Free blast furnace. This. Hi there, villager. Man, I wanted to be so mean. But I can't be mean. Oh, either you crashed or you just decided to leave. I wanted to be so mean. Custom animations, gotta love it. Once I put my cousin also onto this, by the way, guys, love that. But once I put my cousin onto these mods, on top of him wanting to get it for a single player, if he ever wants to play single player, do his own little world with like his girl or something, he just could not go back to the regular version of Minecraft anymore. He just can't. He's already said that. He's like, bro, I cannot play the regular version of Minecraft after. So I ruined Minecraft for my cousin, like the regular version. Ooh, ores inside of the mountain. Like that. 24/7, that is always good. Also, guys, the version you don't get to see, we have another realm that's right beside this one because realms hold like 3 worlds, and the first one is the one we mainly done a lot of work to. Ooh, I kind of like this. This might actually lead down some good stuff. If you guys don't know, I'm getting this because there is a new chest type that we can get with these. That is pretty cool. Oh, you fell from a... Oh, yeah, you crashed. I'm an idiot. You go. There you go. I forgot you crashed a second ago. I should actually pay attention to the top left of my screen like I just did there when I seen you die. What the heck is this? It's like spider web, like that. Whatever has done that, that is weird. But I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. Man, do you know how mean I could have been to you there, gamer girl? I could have been so mean. I mean, it would have been I would have been called a perv for sure, but I could have been so mean. Oh, do you keep crashing? Like, what's going on? Why do you join to leave? Holy mineshaft, that is lucky. There you go. I couldn't imagine how mean I could have been there to you, Gamer Girl. I mean, dude, YouTube would have called me a perv if I would have done it, but you know what? I could have done it just as a joke, and I wouldn't have cared. That's all I'm gonna say. Ooh, that means lava's probably gonna be right there. No more of this. I kind of like how bright this version of it is compared to the one I have on the other one. That's why I went ahead and was like, I'm not going to use the other one because this one does it well enough, as you can see. And it's actually a lot brighter. Although what I will do for this is we're going to pull out my cooked meat. And we're going to do this. Because that's going to let this have a waterfall that will run all the way down here. Oh, it's actually bouncing off of the spider web. That is neat to see. But that will come all the way down here where this connects into the water there. And then I need to come over here and do something like this. I need to hit this one, that one, and there's one more right here. And that will stop all of, well, there. Now I can actually do like a little pillar behind this water, like from here down. Put a small little base onto this that has a staircase that's a spiral. It goes down here to go into the mine. If I want to. I just done that just in case I did, not that I'm actually going to. I don't see anywhere. This doesn't look like it leads anywhere. You're in my stream. Just say hi that way. That way I actually pay attention a little bit. I'm just going to make sure you are able to fly. Not just that, you can text my phone. You don't have to text me in game. I'm not going to really pay attention to top left unless I'm being shot at from there. But hello. Okay. I gotta eat. Actually, I like this a little better because I can do a platform here that comes down to this, where then that can have like a little waterfall. Okay, that'll probably be what I do. Let's throw some light down here and right there's what lights up this area. We'll do this. Add me a chest here. This. The steak stays with me. This and this goes up there. This comes out. Okay, I don't think they can reach me. Those can, though. We're going to come over here. And what we're going to do is just kind of gently do something like this. There we go. Daytime. Good to go. get rid of the drowned. That's right here. There's a drowned over there. I'm not going to worry about, because what we're going to do is we have this section, and then up here is where we're actually going to do our platform. But I want to get the wood for the platform, so let's do one more little itty bitty thing that's needed. If I don't glitch out, because we are going to do administration, manage warps, add warp, and we're going to do these. Oh. There we go. Warp added. I'm always able to get back. And boom. Okay, we're going to collect the 20. Boom. This and this. That way we can actually get in and out. If we fall in the water, if I don't have fly. Do you keep crashing or something? You know what? A little idea, actually. Let's do this. And we're going to come right here. Break this and this. What this is going to let me do is something like this. Because we're going to do this. And I'm going to need more wood here in a second. A little bit of iron. Let's grab some of the wood. Oh, I got little bushes here that ain't wood. Over there. An actual tree. Down here. Get that wood. And then what we're going to do is grab ourselves one chest. And then from that chest, make sure we're in this so we can actually go over and grab ourselves. Oh, it's either going to, it probably needs a little bit more iron. I probably don't have enough. That's what it was. Grab a hopper. And what we're going to do is grab me a little stool right here so I can crouch and do that. That way now as it smelts, it'll smelt and drop it into the barrel. As you can see, it is working. So we can put that back in here. And what we're going to do is do a side chest and a chest off the back like that. Which means we need to move this one. For a second, because we're going to do this. I need one more chest. And on top of this chest, we are going to need this under this one, which means I need more this. And we're just going to do that. This. And the chest comes down here too. because we're going to do the back part, the chest up top, which allows us to do this. Seriously, are you like crashing? One more hopper. We'll do it out towards the water. Again, I need a little more. Oh God, wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Get out of here. There we go. And then may fly true. That way you get fly. And then right here, what I want to do is break this. Oh, there's not another skeleton. It was just because when I break this, it done that. There we go. Because what we have to do is actually feed it from the top to get it to do this correctly, where it feeds into this from the top. Okay, now that'll cook down into that.
I'm lagging like crazy, can't pick anything up.
Oh, that is weird. Very weird, gamer girl, because I am playing just fine. Oh, also, make sure you go through and set your settings. I forgot to tell you that too. Do your settings. Because you got the main, like, VFX, and depending if your PC can actually handle it or not, which console can handle a little bit, as you can see, but I did turn some of it off for myself. And not just that, was my invite, like, what type of invite did I send you, code-wise? When you join, let me do this right quick. Social, this, edit player permissions. Yeah, you remember. Okay. I just wanted to make sure of that. Because now we can put this here, it comes off that way, or we can even stack the chests like this, so it looks like that. Boop. All the ores, this is coal, comes into here, so that way, for instance, to show you how this works, we'll pull some of this out, so I can throw this in here, so that goes into here, which then feeds into the coal section of this, as this, as you already seen, goes into this, which feeds into the very top part here, where once this cooks, when it goes into this side space right here, it will enter this, which then gets outputted into here. Simple way of an auto smelter, by the way, guys. That's how you do it. And we are going to need more chests. The reason for is because I'm going to come over here and do this, so we can actually offset these into here. I'm actually going to make a farm of those potatoes. That's why I'm not cooking them or eating them just yet. We'll actually use those sticks right quick. Why not? We'll put some more torches down. Yeah, we're good. All right. Here, there, 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 there. So there's a couple things on your computer also, Gamer Girl, that you're going to need to set, and I'll show you how to set those. Yours will probably be about the same as mine is on console. That's why I can say I can somewhat show you. There we go. All right. Let's find a safe place to log right quick so I can show you. Safe place to log is probably somewhere like up here where zombies are not spawning. And what I'll also do for you is do this, and we're going to do time, set, day, just to make sure it stays daytime, just for you for a second. Save and quit. All right. So what you're going to want to do is come out to this screen right, hold on, right here. You're going to click settings. You're going to go down to video and make sure you turn on vibrant visuals. First off, second hand, or you can do performance. Okay, you want either performance or vibrant visuals. But then from there, if you're using vibrant visuals, I have my shadow quality really high. Set these to whatever your PC can handle. But if you're on console with me, you can actually have 40 bloom intensity. You can actually go really high with this, but I'm actually keeping it low because I don't want to be blinded. Reflections is ultra, volumetric fog is off, cloud range is ultra, with shadow quality being ultra. If I go down, my upscaling mode is TAAU, which is the highest version of this. If you want to go a little bit lower, you can do bilinear. I'm using that. And then from here, I am actually at 66%, which you can use 75. I'm going to use 75 resolution here. Deferred render distance, I am only using 16 chunks. I'm not going with the full. First person perspective, hand, all of this is like this. If we go to FOV, mine is turned all the way up. That way I can see a bit more. Camera shake is off. Fancy stuff is all on. Render clouds is off because the actual VFX we're using gives clouds, and they're the really cool, like realistic looking clouds. It's not the Minecraft blocky clouds. So you can turn the blocky clouds off, and you'll get a little bit of like FPS boost. This is what my stuff here looks like, and then from there, you are basically done with your settings here. Finally, when you get into the realm, all right, when you get into the realm, you are going to want to open up the settings books. You're going to look through and you're going to find the VFX settings book, not the what do they call it? I'll have to like show you here in a second, which means I need to actually go back to the regular world spawn here in a second, but we're going to do this and it may fly. Actually, what I can do is this, and we're going to do VFX. You're going to see this. Okay, it looks like a little Game Boy. You're going to open it up and you need to go through all the different overworlds to the end and everything and set what your computer can handle. Same as like if you're on console, whatever your console can handle, you're going to need to set that. Um, Once you're done doing that, you should actually feel a bit more smoother. And the version with vibrant visuals I gave you guys is exactly how I see
I
my
sent you
resources.
WHTM dealing with LOL.
You send me what you're dealing with? Okay, hold on. Love it. Look at that. Looks so good. Um, Let me log right here actually. And yeah, see my water looks much better again. Settings actually, because we can actually go through here and figure out what feels really good and what doesn't. And the best way to do this is video. And while you're in here, you can actually go down. I'm going to go to 14 chunks. I don't need 16. From there, we can actually go up. Actually, it's underneath the plus sign. And I want not bloom intensity, not tau, right here. And we're going to drop this to like 50% resolution. And now I will feel 100% really good. I'm getting like zero stutters. now, like absolutely zero. This feels stunning, and it still looks pretty good. As you can see, it still looks really good. All right, we're good. So, got to make sure you do everything graphically and performance-wise too. But let me go look at what you're dealing with. This is not just for me. It was not just for you. It was something else. Oh, that is weird. Ooh. Why is yours? I wonder if there's stuff in here because you are on PC that is being weird with the computer. Because if I do this, you can see you're setting under the search tab. So I'll go to the search. Next, I have mine turned to off, like where this is. Let me get VFX turned off here and see, like, this is what it looks like for me. And some of the, oh, for PC, because you're on that, what it could be doing for you is it's not showing you the resource because I have it where you're supposed to learn the resource, by the way. So you're supposed to learn how to craft this stuff, which is a setting you can do now. And that's why, like, I can see it, but you can't because it might be weird from the PC version. Apart from that, I really don't know because it works for me, works for my cousin. Um, you're the only one I've seen an issue like this on, and with because of that being said, I don't know how that would be fixable. I wonder if if my texture pack is not PC friendly too. I mean, that could be a thing as well. But that's how I get my realistic looking water. Um, the cool looking. Let me actually do this again, right quick. Just so
Other
I can
realm
actually
I
show
had
this,
no issues.
which is how I get the wood. It looks like this. I mean, we can try something since my cousin isn't on this world just yet. Let's save and quit. And let's see if you have issues with a different world right quick. So I do this. We go to settings, activate world. This world has a little bit of issues with it, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment because I've removed off certain things to show you guys that. If I come in here, you can see the Prisma visuals, bath bombs. We have this, all of this stuff, which doesn't have the load order correct because whenever you do a server, you should have a proper load order. And if you're wondering what that is like, I will actually put this stuff in the proper load order for us. So it should be about like that. And then we have our animal mod, anything for biomes. We got a look, which is pretty okay. We got our other farming stuff, light essentials, weapons. All right, so technically this can be deactivated. And do that. Play. Because we already get dynamic lighting off of the VFX. We don't need dynamic lighting with this. This way we're loading it in the proper load order. So we have our resources being loaded and then the VFX over it. Or you can switch out the VFX and do the other one like I did with the other, because the VFX can go first and then your texture pack. It does not matter with those two what goes first. You just want either one of those at the top of the list. Boop. Survive. And yeah, I have like, I'm really, really smooth right now. We need to do ability Mayfly. And this is me and my cousin's other world, which looks really good. And you can see I got pinpoint accuracy with my flying because this actually feels really good this way. I have 0 issues. We are missing a door because I had another mod here where that door was here, but we built this where we do have the little enchantment. I need to replace the doors here in a minute. Oh yeah, butterfly. Okay, we're good. We put all this in. Looks like this, so it has the medieval style building a little bit. Ooh, a little bit. We will kind of do something with this in a minute. I was thinking of like doing a different thing here or not. That's why I left it the way it is. Over here is going to be the little dock where we have our little water. Nice. Not bad. My cousin loves this, as in these trees and the pink and stuff like that. That's why it looks like this. Okay, just figured I'd point that out. The reason you're seeing the pink is due to my cousin. If it was me, it'd be built a little differently. I do like these trees. I just don't like the super pink, like the strawberry milk look to it. But are you able to join the world and not have any issues is my question. Because if so, it might be the dragon mod causing it. This one does not have the dragon. It also doesn't have the fish. It just has
Red
animals.
And black prog for you.
Red and black for me? No. Actually, no. With this texture pack, I don't have the tools to do what I would do if I did it. But there's 3, if not 4, things I would use. So I would have to get crying obsidian. I'd need quartz because I would get the smooth quartz and the chiseled, which technically I'm going to count that as just like one thing, which is quartz. And then I would do blackstone, especially with this texture pack because of how reflective and how cool it looks. And you are in. Hello. So to show you what my settings are like with this VFX stuff, hold on, my booklet is over here somewhere. It's in this one? Yeah. VFX. That's soundscapes. Where is... Oh, we are missing... Someone keeps breaking this stuff. Because these are supposed to be full chests, by the way. That or the world is a little weird. No issues loading in? Okay, nice. So yeah, it just might be the dragon mod then for you. But that's supposed to be a chest, as in like a full chest. This is supposed to be a full chest. Nothing else seems to be getting deleted. Maybe my cousin might just be like slowly moving this down to the bottom or something. I don't know. I'm just going to see if I come back and all this is missing at some point. But yeah, we do have the different gardens. If you're wondering for food-wise, we do come over here when this grows out, which is not all grown just yet. This one you just do this with. You just come in here and do this. So the ones that are actually full will allow you to block them off like this, and you don't punch. You use your interact like you're opening a door. Say like you're using this button. Notice I'm not punching. Once you do that, you are able to grab a couple of things. I need to grab the other stuff that was... Where'd I put the stuff? Oh, in here. So you are able to grab like these. There is actually going to be like when you get meat, which... Do I have any uncooked meat anywhere that I've just posted up? I keep forgetting I put the freaking thorn bushes on this side, man. A little irritating. We do have our regular furnace at the back. I need to actually get some meat. Pombi, I'm sorry, brother, but your favorite sword is also gonzoed at the moment. Because I ended up having to get rid of the mod that gave that sword. Doop. Boop. Oh, we do have more this here. But yeah, everything from here all the way back around this is going to be used. So please don't build at anything like super near us. Go at least about 500 to 1,000 out. So yeah, we also have this, which came off of a structure mod. So that is something pretty cool. We will have structures throughout, which looks pretty cool. Where I've spawned the structures in, got rid of the mod, and any like blocks that look like dirt with a question mark, just kind of punch it. Or for you, it might be like purple and black little squares, kind of punch it and break them and get them out of the world. So that way we lose a little bit of the like the corrosion to the world. Anyways, we do got our bees. We got the bee farm. I need to eat a tomato right quick so I'm not like starving to death. And this is what they look like when they're fully grown. Oops, that one's not. This one is. Because now if I get some meat off of, not a deer, because the modded, that deer is kind of one of the other mods, so it's not going to be good. And my cousin was about to make the bridge wrong. That's why the bit is like that. I caught it, and I was like, yo, cuzzo, you know the bridge is going to be like this, right? And he was like, oh, you don't want it to do this? And I'm like, no, it's supposed to look like this. That's why I went ahead and built the bridge. He was about to extend over in the wrong spot. I am looking for either a cow, a pig. I don't remember sheep worked. I know pigs do because you can actually make BLTs, and then there's other stuff, and you can see this stuff here. Comes off of one of the other structure mods. This came off of a structure mod, which there's actually a chest there. Give me that. Alright, hold on. I need to figure out right here. Just put that in there. And boop. But oopsie. Alright. Take that wood. And weird, I'm not seeing any cows anymore again. This is very weird. You know what? Biomes O'Plenty might be doing it to you as well. It might not even be the other stuff. It might just be Biomes O'Plenty, because I never added that to this world. Oh yeah, the animal mod is why I never added. This is why I never added the animal mod to regular worlds. I actually forgot they overwrite the animal spawns, the regular animals, a little bit. There's like little Chinese gardens like this, by the way, guys, that will spawn out. Modded deer. Which, by the way, we probably could have done that and cooked it, but I am looking for specific stuff. Oh, here we go. This work. Perfect. I need to cook 2 of those. Oh, there's another one. Nope. Never mind. I just seen pink and thought it was. It's just a little pink tree that time. That's a log. Although this right here is one of the modded things. So you'll see this, or it might look like the weird texture thing for you. Just kind of go through and do this. And it came from one of the mods. So if they added their own blocks and I got rid of the mod, that is what these are. So you can see, like, they would have been loot there. And you just want to go through and just break these as you see them, like that. What I did add is one of the mods that's in this, which is a really cool mod. It is nighttime now. One of the cool mods I added. Oh, howdy, skeleton. Goodbye, skeleton. Is as long as you activate it using your essentials book, you can actually collect spawners. You can actually pick up spawners, move them however you want, put them down to make your own spawn little areas to make an XP farm. I did allow it. Alrighty. I couldn't find too much more for meat, so that's why we're just going to head on back. Something damaged me. Oh well. This in here, which goes down and gets cooked there. This is where the other stuff goes. Once that gets all cooked out, it'll come down here. And we're just going to go sleep, so that way it actually turns daytime. I actually want to go right in here. Oh, I forgot my cousin moved the bed, which means it's one of the modded beds, which is... Oh, God, no. It's not the modded bed. Oh, okay. Good. You found a bed and you're sleeping. That's good. It only requires one person, so I don't have to worry about sleeping. If it's nighttime and you don't want it to be nighttime, you can sleep. Same as, like, if I don't want it to be nighttime, I can sleep. And it'll turn it day. Boo, 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 which is good. And then... Alright. Let's check this. So long as we have our meat, lettuce, tomato. There's one more thing that's missing. I'll have to grab it in a second.
I can't run and I think I found someone house by a village.
You actually might have found Pombo's house. And you can't run, check your food. Minecraft forces you to eat. Which is why I'm also getting food right now for myself. I need more lettuce, and I need to find... I put it over here, didn't I? Yep. You need bread slices, which you make from bread. Awful. Oh, that is weird. If you can't run, are you crouched? Are you, like, crouched for some reason? What did I do with the full bread? Oh, God, don't tell me Pombo got the bread, or my cousin did, thinking to eat it. He might have. I'm trying to think of how I can do this, because I don't have that other mod installed for the structures, which is seasons, to get a crap ton of hay bales. Oh well, I can just use this as to show you. Once we do that, we were actually going to go to the crafting table, which right there you can see BLT, and now we made 2 BLTs. And this is how good the BLTs are. That's how much food it healed in, like, one go. Grab this. Got 16. That's good. Let's go ahead and make another BLT, shall we? Oh no, don't eat the bread slices. BLT. And that is how you make the modded food. Oh, the bread's right here. Look at that. He didn't take it. Good. So we need that, and then actually like meat. Rabbit does not work. I already tried it. They didn't add anything for rabbit into this mod pack that I'm using for the food, so that's why it doesn't work. We got all of these torches. You can see that way it's kind of safe up here. I don't know what all is actually still missing. Torches for stuff to spawn in at. We'll just kind of go around and make sure we're placing torches in areas that seems like a mob might be able to spawn or so. Like up here. Definitely up on that. And then like right here, just to make sure nothing spawns there. Okay, there we go. I just love how realistic the water looks, even with the splashies. I mean, the splashes aren't fully real, but I like how we get splashes. There we go. Those guys usually get mad, by the way, so that's why I'm looking at it like, nope, but that's one of the creature mod bears, which I think is not the one that gets mad. The season bears, where there's actually seasons, those guys get aggressive, like really aggressive. Which I don't have seasons in here, so that's actually very good I don't. But yeah, we got these where we actually have little torches off of. We got our little small garden to make our little BLTs, our actual hamburgers. I'm pretty sure you can make a cheeseburger, which is actually pretty good. Got our little furnace. We got the actual smelting station. And if you're needing help mining, guys, to actually find a lot of iron, the best way to do it is fly about and look for like exposed stone like that. Just make sure it's on mountains that have a lot of exposed stone, and I'll actually show you that because I can teleport back. But like, for instance, we just fly out in one direction. Any random direction does not matter. You just want exposed stone. So you're going to find a mountain with a lot of exposed stone on it. It's the fastest way to get a lot of iron and coal, by the way, when you play in Minecraft. Howdy, church. You came from the structures mod, same as that other thing to the left there. Like right here. This ain't the best spot, but you want to look for exposed stone because you'll actually be able to start seeing the ores like this exposed. So you're able to like break it and grab the ore. That gave me 9. Down here. There's that. And then I seen that, which made me think it was iron. It's not iron. Right here, coal. And you can fly around and look like this. The best way is the floating islands that have just nothing but stone. Can actually do that too. Oh, this is one of those that came up here too. There we go. Fly down. Oh, there is coal right here. And that's how fast I got my coal. Look at that. 64 and 6. We can do the other things for chest later. We're just going to do this. You also can fly in and look in like caves like this, and the texture pack I'm using, ores will glow. Say, they're glowing. Love this texture pack. It's a wonderful, amazing one, and that is why. I absolutely like it. That's why I wanted the other bits. I ain't gonna worry about that. Boop. And they'll glow the same elsewhere. Oh, hi, jungle. The next thing is we do have tree capitator, but you want to look at the actual tree capitator book right quick and set it to single use so it isn't draining the pick at your, axe health immediately. But for instance, we can do this and, do that. Pick up all of that. Like this. And you can see you can pickaxe stuff like that. Also, you can look for little holes like this to kind of fly into, and let's see how far this goes and what all's in it. There's some free iron. Lapis lazuli. Love it, baby. It's actually lazuli, but there we go. That's redstone. More iron right here. Also an Enderman. Holy iron from that one vein, dude. That is a huge vein of iron. But what we're going to do is keep flying in because notice, right there's some of that. There's this. I swear if I die while flying, man, then I'll be a noob. There. Give me all of that. Thank you. I'll take that level 30 so I can do level 30 enchants on another pick or something. Ooh, we got lucky with one of those as well. Not gonna worry about that. Let's grab this. This. If I die now, I ain't gonna be too mad about it. More lapis. Need that for the enchantments. Even more lapis. Oh, no, that's not lapis. That's another one of the other gems. Okay. Go. Going in here. Ooh, I'll take that. And this. Lapis up here. What I'm trying to do is find a deeper level, by the way, guys, just to show you with the texture pack what a certain ore looks like. Holy iron, dude. This is how easy it is to get iron. And my cousin earlier was like, did you, cheat for all your iron? Did you spawn it in? Nah, bro, you just gotta know how to go mine it. Especially when you got the fly ability, man. Use that to your advantage. Got this, where we can open this. Comes into here, where we can actually go into this lower section, which leads nowhere. Here, oh, we got a deep dark, baby. And a spawner. Oh, that is awesome, which means we're on the proper level now for a specific item. We just need to find it.
It crashed.
It crashed already. When you load back in, I'll give it a fly again. 52, so we can do a good amount of enchants now, which is actually really good. Oh. Looky here. That's basically what we came in here for. This world did have one mod that I used to have in here, and I've been thinking about re-adding it back just because I do
make some food.
You miss it? Are you gonna make some food? Alrighty. See when you get back. Even more. Even more. I'm supposed to be blind, boys. Love it. That's why I love this texture pack, guys. Like, even if I fly around and I miss any, because maybe it's on a wall I didn't see earlier as I'm flying back. Like this. I can go grab it. Boop. Like, I seen something over there. Hold on. Is that right there? See? Perfect. I'm level 32. Even more. Holy good find, brother. We had 11 so far. Even more. Hi, Zeddy. I don't care if he hits me. We're doing that because I'm on the search for particular items. Oh, that looked like it there for a second when I was over there and I was using a different angle to view in. This goes under. Let's just take a quick little look-see to make sure we ain't missing anything. All right. To show you how I teleport back home, if I don't get shot by a skeleton first, or die to the spooter. I kind of want that. Ooh, baby. Okay, we'll go... Ooh, hold on. More lapis. Really make sure we're good on getting those enchants. I'm also going to make sure we're good on getting the trades of the piglins. This could be amber, though, not the gold, but oh well. Not just that, giving it one last glance over. Make sure we ain't missing any of the cool stuff. I mean, there is this stuff here, which is a new material to use. All right. We are safe to teleport now, basically. Let's go ahead and go right here. And how to do that is you click this, you go in, you're going to click warps, and then from there, you can see all this. Under helm is the main, which is the underneath. We have, where is it? Topside Village, which is where we're going, which is the top part. Boop. Which brings us back right here. And again, like this from the side, I can show you this better now. We can actually put a whole thing of, that. And then from here, we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 iron like this. That was gold, which is good. I can now do that. We are going to find a chest like this, and we're going to just throw the lapis in here, which we had a good amount of lapis anyways, but anyways like that. This. The emeralds go in this one, as you can see, 19. I'm at 13 diamonds now. Boop. Boop. Let's make some tools here in a second. Oh, I hear you. My character needs to sleepy, but I don't have a bed anymore because I had the other mod where I had to combine my beds. So I'm just going to go over here to this village, grab a bed or two, and bring it back over. Oh, if you're talking about that, that's no one's house, by the way. You can have that if you want it. That actually came off of a structure mod we had. I do want this, though. They're using those ones. I'll find one that isn't being used. Stone cutter. Cuz already has one, so I'm not going to worry about it. You can have that if you want it. I will use this because we need one of those. Okay. And not worry about that either. Alright, you slept the night away, which is good. Oh. Free blast furnace. And there's actually no more beds in this village. That is okay. Because there is absolutely one right here. Probably. If I had to guess. Yes, there is. Since you have it, I'm guessing this is where you put all your stuff. So I'm not going to touch that, but I will show you this right quick. Keeping this was probably good. Trying to think. So the books you need to keep is this one. This one. I'll put them down here for you in a second. So this one and this one you want to keep. But what I was telling you about earlier is inside this book, make sure you go to settings, go down to item durability, and make sure you have once selected. From that, the essentials, this is another book you want to keep on you because you're able to change a couple settings on the fly. So settings, if we go in here, you do want the tree breaker, which is going to be, where is it? Right here, tree breakers on, double door, all these you see on need to be on. And then the ones off need to stay off. But you have what's called stone breaker and sand breaker that's in here. So the stone breaker allows me to come in and do something like this, for instance. So if I wanted it, I could say I want stone to be turned on. So now any pickaxe I use, we'll close that right quick. Now, I didn't take yours, I took mine, so yours is still here in this house. But if I go down here in the mine, whoops, hold on. There you go. I go down here in the mine, instead of breaking one block now, we're just going to find somewhere else to do this tutorial with. Okay. And plus, I can find a better spot where I can show you this, so I can show you in the full entirety of what it does. I do not want to break here because I want to keep that. I'll show you right over here because I think this is where me and my cousin was going to go in and do. Yeah, we'll do it right here. So, for instance, when I break this, it's going to do a 9. It's going to break 9. So we're going to break this to show you. So you see how flat this wall is? I break 1. That's how much actually breaks when I use the stone breaker. Okay, that was 1 break. Which the block I aimed for, and I'll show you this using this, okay, and I'll have to return this back off because I don't want to leave it on all the time, was this block here. So when I broke this block, every one of these cobblestone blocks that I'm placing in now is what got broke. Okay, so every one of the cobblestone is what got broke when I broke that block there. Now, when I turn it on stone, it's not going to work on cobble, as you can see. It works on stone, so you can actually select what actually breaks this way. And to turn it off, all we have to do is switch out, grab the book, do this, we go into settings, and then you go back down to Stonebreaker, we find cobblestone again, or stone or whatever it is, and we turn that off. And then after we turn it off, if I come back, you're going to notice when I do this, only one breaks. Just figured I'd kind of point that out and show you guys. So that's why you want to keep that book on you, is because you're able to do that. All right. Let's re-put this stuff back up here. This can go up here for now, same as this. The bed I'm going to put down below. We can put this up there. The diamond stays on me because we're actually going to make 2 pickaxes. Actually, we'll just do all picks. Just because I am someone who wants to make sure we can fully do everything like that. We'll put the one of these back up because what I need is this and this. Because I'm going to put it down below where it belongs. Whee! Right up here. Because we're going to go ahead and do this, throw this in, grab a level 3, which only gave me unbreaking. If I do this again, we can do a level 30 again. Okay, I wonder how many... Okay, I can only do that. We'll do efficiency 2 pick. And can I do one more? I can. Look at that. Efficiency 2, which, by the way, means I can bring that to efficiency 3. So we do this. We're going to put this and this together to get this, where we can put this in there and grab the unbreaking 3. And we don't have as many pickaxes anymore, but now we got these alongside this one. All right, then we go back downstairs. And right here. Boop. What's in there? We got a little potion stand. I'm going to put this right here. Why not? I'm just going to drop these off because I'm not dealing with water at the moment. This and this can go in here because that's going to be for my cousin and Pombo. This can go up here. That goes back there. And then this goes back where it belongs, which is right down here. There. But the reason I like the mods I have on at the moment, this one doesn't do it as well. You can see it does do it. Actually, this one actually does it pretty well. You can see how 3D textured that looks when you look at it for a second. It actually brings 3D textures out, as long as it's being hit by direct sunlight. I wish it wasn't in direct sunlight. I think it should always have that 3D texture. But all good to go, baby. Got all this. I mean, I feel smooth as a baby's bottom right now on this. But I wonder if I save and quit right quick, because you won't get kicked, only I will, because it's a realm. The world you've seen my cousin have on his realm, I have it right here, Dark Adventures. I didn't load up the pack into this, as you can see. Wilson Plus. We're going to remove this one. Just continue. And we have that. We have that. Dragons, biomes of plenty can actually get removed because I actually loaded it into the realm, but I didn't like touch it on that. Let's see. We've got tree capitator. We have that. Again, I didn't load it here. I just hit play on realm when I put it in. I didn't actually click play. So we do have this that way. We are going to fix one thing here because he didn't like the other visuals. So he didn't like this one. So we're going to run the other visual mod here in a second. So we're just going to, you're going to get kicked here in a second because what I'm going to do is overwrite Dark Adventures here and add in the proper stuff to it where it's not bugged for you, hopefully. Because it's the world me and my cousin's supposed to be on anyways. So yes, replace the world. 5.6 megabytes. And we're not going to use Biomes O'Plenty. As much as I really would like to use it, we're just not going to use it. And what time is it? Because I might have to go to the store here in a minute to go get me something to eat. Long as it's not like close to 10 o'clock, I should be fine. Because the store closes at 10. You're kidding me. It's 4 minutes past. Means I have to wait for it to open at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yay. But what we're going to do is do this. The realm ain't going to be completely up just yet because once this does and it joins, I'm going to have to leave and I'm going to add one more mod to it, which is the VFX mod that we actually do like. So give me 1 minute for that because it's not actually joinable yet. You're going to get kicked again if you try joining. Boo, 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 boo. That's the only downside to like realms this way. I wish since there's 3 worlds, they should have done it where as a member, when you join a realm, unless I'm affecting the world you're on, it shouldn't kick you. It should make it where you click into a realm, and if there's 3 worlds, you can choose which world you actually want to play when a realm is up. It shouldn't be up to me to choose it's this world or that one that is going concurrently at that time. This is why everything was very weird. I forgot it has the other stuff. Actually, settings. Let's see what else actually here. Make sure it actually got rid of the mods it should have. So if I go to resource packs, we have 16, which is not nature. We got this. See, this is the pack my cousin wanted to check out. And yeah, I'm super smooth with it. Which has... Oh, I didn't say it. Wait. Why did it load single player up with this? Because it never should have loaded single player with these here, to be honest with you. Because I flew around the world in single player to make sure we kept everything and then only added this to the realm. Why did it touch my single player? I'm a little bit weirded out by this. I don't want these question marks being here. I mean, technically we did just start on this one, so I mean, I don't mind like redoing it, but that is very weird. I might actually look to see what the other seed looked like. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that because I don't know why it affected my single player, which is very, very, very weird. And yeah, my cousin is on. He's probably playing with his girl though. Twilight Castle, which is the one we're on now. Not now, but was on. Dark Adventures. This one, I'm going to have to get rid of it. I'm actually going to have to get rid of it. Delete world. And we are going to go look at the other one. So what we are using is I've done Naturalist. Like I loaded the world with, I forgot I can't do that. It bugs out doing this because it's under that. All right. What we're going to do is it is Razors, Dragons, Paradox. Easy. And then what we're going to do is we do show coordinates, show days played, recipe unlocking, do this, natural regeneration. We can skip the day night, which we do leave on. We just change required sleeping players to 1%. Respawn immediate, respawn blocks explode, set that to 3. This stays on 4. We're going to come back and change some stuff here in a second. Cheats, activate cheats, because what we're going to do is mob griefing is off, weather cycle is off, education features on, command blocks goes off, and 3 resource packs. Set this to shared. We're going to do owned. And what we do is farming pots, backpacks, essentials, farming add-on, soundscapes, the weapons add-on right here. We use the naturalist. We are going to use the aquaculture with this one because my cousin likes to have the extra fish in the water. Furniture add-on, bath bombs, colorful glass. I ain't gonna worry about bath bombs. We're not using bombs of plenty. The dragon's add-on gets added. Gravestones gets added. Realms management tool gets added. I can't remember. This is the. I can't remember. No, that's the actual texture pack version. I do want my cave biomes back, but this is the Realism VFX one that we are using, I believe. Which is 22.3 megabyte. I believe I need to actually look at which one is which when we go to do that. But I do want my cave biomes back, but I can't throw it up there because I don't want to cause too much issues. Prisma is definitely what is going to be used. Lights and lamps. Oh, it's actually this one. It's probably the one we're using. Buckets plus. Horror creatures, no. Wildlife, no more grind. Tree capitator, yes. And what we got to do is we need to reorder the load order to this right quick, because what we want to do is bring Prisma to the top, and then we're going to use the next one, which is Dragons, which goes underneath that. Naturalist, which actually will go above Dragons. My bad. And then the same with the aquaculture, which is the fish, will go above the dragons. Okay, gravestones, don't really worry about that. Backpacks, none of that is meaningful. Now what we're gonna do is head over to general, well not general, advanced, and we need to go grab the seed. So we've seen what that seed looks like. Let's see what this sheet over here looks like. Give me a second. I need to go into Discord. Go into this chat, and we want 18166. 4867. Was it 167 or 670? 670. Okay. 1864867 so 92064 6980. Make sure it isn't negative, which it is not. And then what we do is we are going to hit create on, we'll just hit create anyways. And this is going to let me create the world, see the seed, have the single player backup in case I mess anything up. As you can see how fast everything is kind of loading, it's actually pretty nice, which means it should work. I should not have any issues with this mod lineup setup or anything. Survive. We are in. Okay. This allows me to do the whole ability at a may fly true and fly around. We didn't add in the other thing that's needed just yet, which livens the world a little bit, but we'll be fine. Because I want to go to Tree Capitator, we're going to go to Settings, we're going to go to Item Durability, and once I'm going to go ahead and just set all my settings right quick. This Soundscapes is the next one. We already done Tree Capitator. Farming Pots goes up there. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here. We're going to do this. This comes down here. Because what I'm going to do is Soundscapes, go to this, and then this actually gets adjusted to just 30 on volume. Save. And then settings. And what we're going to do is do leaf breaker on. We are going to do tool replacement. Double door opening. Automatically updating map. And I believe that is technically everything that needs to be done. I'm just looking 100%. Yep, that is done. From there, what we are going to do is we are going to save and quit the world. So that way it saves everything. So save and quit. There we go. And Badoopsy, Razor's Dragon Paradox is now here. We're going to go ahead and hit Play on Realm. Click this. Dark Adventures, confirm. Let that upload, which is 0.27 megabytes. It's going to load into the realm. And then from there, I can go add the visual VFX mod. I do it this way so I can actually see which mod it is, so I can see the actual butterflies and stuff flying around on the picture, which tells me it'll be the correct one. Cousin did something on Facebook. No, don't care. Sorry, I clicked on that to see what he actually did, because it just said his name, didn't actually say that he shared something or sent a message. It just said his name. Boop. Now that I'm actually in, save and quit, because I got one more thing to do to the world. And this is a fresh new world. By the way, Gamer Girl, if you want to actually survive with me, I will let you do that. But give me one sec to add the one mod that is required. Edit. Because I'm actually going to have to re-edit the load order here too, because you can see how much it throws it off. This actually goes up in the load order underneath that. Don't care about Tree Capitator. It can stay right there. Weapons can stay. Farming. This actually needs to go up above Tree Capitator. Essentials can stay there. Same with the weapons. We're going to actually do the load order correctly this time. It's like this. Buckets actually goes above Tree Capitator. Soundscapes goes there. Gravestones goes there. Essentials. Backpacks needs to actually go with the tools. Prisma needs to go towards the top. Really? Is it really going to do that? Really, dude? My packs. I need to go get Prisma again. Because instead of just continuously hitting up, it was like, yep, I'm not going to work correctly. Here's the VFX one. Glad it went to the top. Dragons needs to go with the animals. Farming goes good. That's good. That's good. Only thing I need to do is look at resource packs. Do this. And we need to make sure we go grab our texture pack. Back, which is Prisma Visuals. Boo, 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 boo. That's the Dino mod. Come on, Prisma. There we are. Activate. And then what we do is make sure we do this so we can come in here to get rid of there. And then this actually will go below Realism VFX. And then we can actually apply the packs now. And that should be smooth. There we go. All right, so all of this should be correct, as in like the double doors, all that. Only thing I need to fix is this, which I'm going to go over this with you guys so we get rid of ground fog, keep the flies on, butterfly stays, firefly stays, resin flies go, creaking wisp go, snowflake stay on, sand dust goes off, tumbleweed goes off, cave dust goes off, god rays, all the underwater stuff goes off. Boop. And then we go to ambient nether. This is where forest dust goes off, spores goes off, stays on, off, stays on, off, and off. Submit. And then ambient end dust goes off, the glow can stay on. We are actually going to go to sky, and this is where all of this stays on. Okay. We are actually going to go into weather. Visible wind stays on, intense rain goes off, blizzard goes off, sandstorm goes off, thunderstorms off, flamestorms off, soulstorms off, ash storms off, raindrop ripples on. And other is going to be here. So water splashes is on, lava splashes is on, swim trails is on, fancy explosions off, immersive sound and scary. There we go. That is on. And that is how we set up our world on our settings. But if you guys want to keep some of the fog, you can, but that's all I do. And then now we have our new little world here where we can actually run around and do everything. I need to do the abilities so I can actually fly the F around. So yeah, we got this, which by the way, I made sure this had like a desert. We got the cherry blossom for my cousin. There's a jungle nearby. And we should actually have a mangrove swamp somewhere nearby as well. Oh, we also got a village. Look at that, baby. Off rip, we get a village. Heck yeah. Weird. I will take a bed. Or two. I will actually take this. Oh, there is one of you here. Let's see what we get inside of. Yep, we got lucky. We got one of these, couple of these, couple of these, and this. Howdy. I already seen your name tag through the wall. And just for my cousin, we left the custom animations on as well. Holy invisible leaves. First time I've ever seen something like that on a realm. I want my mangrove swamp wherever that was at. I need to find that, but also need to get me some wood right quick too. So we have these, we have these. Let's move this stuff up here for a minute. And we're going to go offload actually. For the non-needed books, I'm going to store them in one of the things over here.
IHV invisible books lol.
You have invisible books? Oh, that's weird. Very, very weird. But I don't need the guidebook for that. This stays. Dragon's recipe. Actually, you know what? I do need that. I haven't used the dragons in a minute. Weapons plus. Don't need that. Don't need this. That'll keep. That'll keep. This'll keep. Backpacks. Farming guide. Actually, I will keep. Cookbook. Buckets plus. I don't need. Lights and lamps. I don't need. I think naturalist info. I don't need this. I do need that. I know how the farming pots actually work a little bit, kind of. That's why I'm going to keep it, because there are some things I don't know how to do correctly on that. But there we go. Let's grab, while we're here, we can actually grab a couple ores just so I can smelt and, get the recipes learned. Thank you. I'll learn the recipe for that. Should be some iron in here somewhere to make a little extra iron tools. $15 iron ain't bad. All right. There we go. 35 coal. A little bit more coal ain't gonna hurt. There we go. 57 coal. That is actually really good.
I found a ice wyvern.
Ice wyvern? Nice. Careful. I think they actually are aggressive off rip. Oh, another village. Water ravine. Okay, so you actually have some potatoes for me. Nice. Daddy like. Grab some of this. Bread is much needed. There we go. Ooh, leather's actually really good to have right now. Don't need the boots, so the boots can go in here. I will put this on, though. Nothing in that. I did grab I believe I did. Sadly, this one did not have a blacksmith, but that is actually fine. Because I can take this seed number I typed in and get the actual location to my place I actually want, which should have been not too far away from where we spawned at. I think it was like 3 squares away or something on their little like grid on the computer, which was something like 1,000 blocks or something like that from the spawn. Okay, here's the snow area. Birch, not birch, but you know what I mean, spruce. Holy teleport. If you fly around too fast, by the way, you will run into the barriers like that. Yep, dragons are definitely hostile off rip. As you see, as I flew by one, it tried to, it tried to turn me into human soup.
Wooden Mansion 639-94-1049.
Heck yeah. I'm looking for a spot that I actually want to slap a castle down at because it is dragons and it is basically razors, the name I gave it. Once I can find an area I actually want to base, I am going to settle a base into the location. The rest of the sentence I'm thinking about saying, I am not going to say. I just don't want the wrong people getting the wrong idea. Okay, I mean, I already got as much iron as I possibly can, but this right here, what I'm looking at now, is kind of where you would actually look for open iron and coal and stuff like that. This right here, just not near these. You want snow island, you want the snow area, you just don't want the ice area to do that in. And then the mountains like this, where it's open, is another, like, look right here. Another spot for like this. Bloop. I seen something go right there. There we go. And to show you, little emeralds on the side like that. This is how I find a lot of my ores, by the way, guys. Just like that. See? Iron right here on the side. And it's a good way to get your early start in this version of Minecraft is like that. Unless they start updating Minecraft to remove this, because they might after people absolutely truly find out about the starts, how easy starting out in Minecraft is. Especially when you got fly. Like, look at this. Crap ton of coal. We can cook for days now. Not a problem. I actually kind of like this spot a little bit. Although I'm not going to make the castle here. I just like how this kind of leads down into this. Actually, you know what? Oh, wait a minute. Is that water or is that... Nope. I actually might make the castle over here. Just for the fact of, like, we have this, which we can have the waterfall down, make it have, like, a little way it goes down into this, like a little hidden area that goes into an underground castle where I'm getting 2 vibes with that plan. And anyone who's known me around the channel will know the vibe. I just don't like being near the snow. One vibe begins with an S. The other vibe begins with a U. Okay? One's a game, one's a movie. That's the only hint you guys are going to get. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You got a few seconds left, and then I'll give the answer away. Alrighty, time's up. If you guys couldn't guess, the answer number 1 is Skyrim. I forget the name of the actual location. I call it the Underreach, but it's the blue area where you go underneath and you get your first scroll for the Elder Scroll. And I believe it is which one is that? I played on PlayStation a while back, but I believe it is Elder Scrolls 4 Skyrim. I believe. And then the other half of the answer is Underworld with Celine. All right, we got plenty more than enough coal because you can see we got 2 stacks and 23. We got 3 emeralds, and we got like a stack and 1 iron. I need to get a little more iron as we see it. I'm half tempted to go get the seed for this, meaning like copy that, go to the seed generator and see where the actual biome I'm looking for is. Because it's either do that or fly around and try to hunt it. Because I know it is here, I just don't know exactly where. And also within, I think it was like 5,000 blocks was a mushroom island. So it's like 5,000 blocks in mushroom. Within 1 to 2 was the, from spawn was my little thing. I think I found your mansion by just flying around. You didn't even see this? Or maybe you did. Let's see if you did. Oh, no, you didn't even see this. Holy. Yeah, we'll take that. That'll be used later. Lodestones actually look pretty cool. I don't know what they actually do, but we'll take it. Boo, 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 boo. Yep, this is the mansion you're at. I see your name tag. Nice. Oh, yeah, I like the mansion you near. It has goody goods, as in like these little areas here for like if you're making gardens or anything, you have the cool stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you're near that biome, the creaking biome. And we got all the other cool stuff here too. All right, we are gonna, yeah, we are going to be putting the castle in here. It's gonna take a long time to do it, but we doing it. Right here's gonna be home. We need to do this because I need to get an axe going. Boop. Make sure we do this so we can only see the stuff that we are able to craft. I need a little bit more. We'll go to like one of these trees over here. Make our bread right quick. I need to actually go over and do the. Oh, I'm not in a crafting table. Hold on. Boop boop boop. Boop. There we go. Because now I can come over, grab this, where we do this, make a little bit more bread, and oh, it's just that. So we're gonna use the 53 here in this corner, so we can actually get our bread slices. We'll make two of those. Even though I said I was going to do the other thing, I need to get this stuff sorted. So I actually can open this up and chuck all this stuff in. I need that to stay on me, actually. This is the only thing I need to keep. This. These will go down. Set my spawn to sleep through the night. There. And this. I'm going to split that. Chuck that up there. Now, if we get more ores, we can do that. I do need to do wood. Let's get myself a axe now so I can get a lot more wood. We'll grab like 2 of this, and then we can just head right in here. Dark oak planks, sticks, this, axe. Oh, I forgot I had copper. I can actually smelt more stuff. Boom. That way I can get learn the recipe for that. And boom, 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 and good to go. I'm guessing you're over here trying to deal with the mansion. Is that what you're doing? Just right over there. What I'm also going to do for you is I'm going to do this, and we're going to do slash set world spawn. That way it's right here. Underground. Instead of where it was. That way when my cousin joins, he'll be back over here at the base, pretty much. And I'm not seeing your name tag, which means you decided to leave.
No, my screen is white. I can't see where I'm going. I went to some white trees. Now I can't see color.
Oh yeah, so you're in the creaking biome. Hold on, I'll teleport you over. Hold on. Slash. No, not all caps. Port. It's GA. Yar. Girl. 75032. To at S. There. Yeah, it's the little place I found. There it goes, like really deep over here. Into lapis and diamond area. Really? Did I really see me some diamond?
Tie.
Thank you. You're welcome. Got me some diamond. Ouch. More diamond over there. That is a lot of iron right there. But I'm looking to go for... Do be careful when looking at the water, because you can see how that kind of throws you off. To see if it's diamond, because... Notice how that almost looks like diamond when I go behind... I put that behind the water. Yep, that's actually diamond. Alrighty. Do. I need to make sure I don't get myself lost so I can actually find my way back. But we got 4 diamonds so far. to let you guys see the new stuff we can do. We do have new armor we can make, but if I quickly go take a little look. Oh, well, actually, I think it is that, or it might be the other thing. Let me make sure right quick so I'm showing you guys correctly. A second. Let's get a good portion of chest. I need a good few more sticks, and there we go. The reason for, if I do this, I go in here. So found under, it has to be under here, right? Maybe they're not craftable? Oh, way down there. Good, Zeddy. Hmm. I actually have to eat. Boom. Do that. This will actually be split into two because we're actually going to go ahead and do that to make sure it's, pretty well full. That to smelt. There we go. It's a whole lot of ores to get to as we go. Loads. On top of all this stuff we can use for like decoration, the drip leaves that could be decoration for gardens or anything like that. And then you also can come down here and you're going to see these new blocks which can be used in gardens and stuff. So we got a lot that we can actually end up using in all the different builds we do or choose to do. But while we're doing this, while we're waiting for certain things here, let's go to single player so I can show you guys how certain things can look. Just because I don't want to cheat in the realm. I don't like cheating when it comes to like that stuff. So we're actually going to we're going to go to Pombo's Terracraft. I haven't like actually played that in a while. Actually, I'm not even going to do that because the world is kind of weird. We're going to do this, and we're going to hit this because I'm going to show you with the texture pack in creative what we are actually going to be building out of, so you can kind of see how cool everything can look. So if we actually go down, we're actually just going to go ahead and only put on the texture pack just to show you. So press my visuals, activate, and we're not going to worry about that. All right. From there, we're going to cheats. We're going to make this always day. I'm not going to worry about any of that. We're just going to do this, and we're going to set it to peaceful because we're going to be in creative and create anyways. And I'm going to show you guys what we're going to build out of. Boop. I don't even need the VFX to do this. We just need this. And what we're going to do is come out here so you guys get the full experience by being out in the sunlight. And we are going to need quartz. And it is going to be smooth. And we want chiseled. Actually, no, we don't. We want this, not chiseled. So it'll be the regular quartz pillar and this. And then from there, we actually are going to need blackstone. So we actually just type in BLA, and you can see all the different stuff here because we want polished blackstone brick. I didn't even realize there's black concrete, but go. And then we're going to type in obsidian, OBS, because obsidian, crying. Because what we're going to do is, by the way, if it turns nighttime, crying obsidian actually does give off a little bit of light. If you have something, it helps with it. But in the corner, we can do this. And then what we want to do is do a little outline just to give you guys a little bit of what the wall and floor could look like. So when we do that, you can see the crying obsidian, which this would be the inside, which means I would have to do this for the outside. Okay, which, would be your wall to add in. Look like this. And then you have your little window area. Okay, that'd be like your window. And then here you would throw this in. Actually, technically, it'd be here because you would have your wall that comes off this way, meaning, like this. Set this down, build it up. I'm going to do a simple little square just to show you the illusion. Please do not say this is the full build that I do and then it's trash, because, again, it is just the illusion that I'm putting in. Okay, like this. And then what we're going to do is go to the corners and, again, add this in. 2, 3. We are able to do this because we can add windows to that. And then now what we do is on the interior, we are going to do this. Think of it like a portal. And then from there, we take the smooth stone, not smooth stone, but smooth quartz, and we add it down. The reason for this is the first floor is what I call the light floor. Okay, because we're adding the light look to that. The top floor, okay, where we come in, technically I did kind of do this a little bit wrong, but it'll be fine because we're supposed to go up one more and whatever. But pretty much you can get this type of marble look, where the next floor would be this. Okay, your dark floor. I wish my cousin was on his world so I can show you guys the full, like, little weird looking house I was making in his world when I was testing around. But you would do that. This pillar would come up. And because we would have the other bit, you would actually switch out and go to a new layer, which would be your light floor. And you can inverse this, by the way. You can actually go with the dark floor below and then dark floor below, light for, okay, so it's light for below, dark above, and then you would go to this where it's light here, and then you would have your dark for here, and stuff like that. This is just a little show you that this would actually work. And again, because it is a light for this time, technically, we'll do this where it matches into this. So we'll go up, and then connect this in, connect this in, connect this in, right? Where you're getting your two different shades thrown in. And then from here, you would actually go to your dark to do this, right? If you were doing this type of house. Again, this is just showing a tutorial. Do not say this is the full house because it is nowhere near the full house. But you would do that where then you'd, have your thing that comes out this way. Same here. Oh, yeah, it does come to right here. Okay, we're good. We're not taking it one out because we'll do that with the stairs, but you would do this. Okay, we can just do this. That, same thing. And then here. And then we'll grab off a thing of stairs. So we actually just do STA, and then we grab the polished blackstone stairs. Which you guys could have done this originally with the stairs. You didn't have to take it up as high as I did. The reason I'm doing it this way is just because I want to. But again, like this. And you want to bring it out by 2. Oops. There. To give that like medieval look or like a European house look, this is how you do it. You just bring it out by 2, because what we're going to do is right here is where we do this by 2, and you just do it to the other side. But to get that European house look, you come underneath, and what we're going to do is this. And then right here, we actually just do stair here, stair, stair here, like that. So you get this look. And then we just do it in reverse, coming down this way. And then if you want the little shingle look, you can actually do this. And, whoops. There. And give yourself a little, like, shingled look right here. If you really, really, really wanted to do that, you could. But we're sticking with that. And then you would just copy this to the other side. So the roof like this would look like that. This would go over. And then you would just make sure you extend these out by 2 all the way through. Same over here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Come over here, and we're going to go down, 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 and down. And then here you just do the same thing, down and down. And that would be your little medieval like look, and you guys can see how the light complements the dark complements the light, and you're able to actually go around the outside. If you wanted to make a deck, you would just go into each corner like this. And I'm actually showing this too. Like, look how dark that is. That adds a little light to it. It's hard to see when it's daytime, but you can see right here where my screen kind of flashes a little bit. But there we go. Technically it'd be here, but I'm testing a little different look to this. Because down here is the dark look. We're going to complement it with these. and you can actually knot in your, that. But see how slick and shiny that all this looks while I'm doing this? See how like the blackstone kind of shines and has a glossy look alongside this, which this provides just a very tiny, minute bit of light. You can actually do two-story houses this way, where if this is like that, imagine if another part of the house actually came off this way, right? And to give you a little bit of the vibe look, I did not mean to break that part, but realistically, you would be looking at what? This would be like that, where this would be the quartz that would come up, however high the house is. And in this case, it'd be like this. And then we do the smooth. And then right here, we actually come in and we do our dark roofing, which I'm just going to do that. And you would have your other part of the door right here coming up. That would lead to your balcony or whatever. But you can kind of see how that starts to complement when you build everything nicely to a very final point, which we'll just kind of do this just so you can get the true glimpse at what it would actually look like a little bit. Because realistically, you would be running the second layer here, and then right here would be a technically I would probably want to run, it's this right here's where your little thing is going to be, so it'll look like this where it comes off. And this ain't the full sized version. This is like the little, let me show you what it can be. Again, you would be sticking those in, and then it is supposed to be the light matches the dark. Actually, no. Yeah, technically it would be, because this would actually still be that. We are going to do this. And why is that a little? Oh, that's because this is where this would be. And then we have, oh, fell through the hole, but somehow it made me move. It's that with two pieces of this. And then it would be that. This right here should actually be this because it goes on the end. And then we can do smooth, smooth, leaving that, and then that. And then you would have your fence. I actually forgot about this. And you're going to want to do dark oak. Where it runs up to your house, and you can kind of see how the offset kind of complements each other. This is what we're going to be running for, although it might be flipped. So instead of down here to be the dark 4 and then the light 4 up here. But you guys get the idea there. I mean, it looks really, really good. And then right here would be your, not that, this, right? It'd look like that. Where again, you could have another one of these over here. So you have your L, the small little thing, the small L, and have like a modern mansion. Or you can do this where it has the small thing, a little thing, have it extend out a little bit more. So like the house comes out just a little bit, like maybe out to about here. Have this connect down. So you would actually be doing this and connecting these down. So you would make sure, this isn't showing anything. So you'd actually probably seal this up, make it look, sealed. Where that is your window, that's your window. You have this, so it looks like the little balcony. And then again, you would seal that off. And then this would be like a modern cabin. So you have your modern cabin look this way. You would do another one of these to the right. So you'd extend this out a little bit and then do like another one of those like directly right here. And just make sure you build the bit where the roof looks like this on both sides. And then what you would do is do the arch right here going this way in between each one like that. And then to connect it in properly, I'll actually show you how to do that. So when you come in, you see these little corners like this, break this one, stick that down. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to show you this here. We're going to break this one, stick that down. And that right there is all you do. Okay. Looks like that. Has a pretty cool little thing going for it. You can hang little lanterns. But yeah, this. Okay. Not too horrible to do stuff like this. Um, Again, you would swap out, so you could use a lighter block here and then a dark block up here, so you don't have to use these two blocks. You can also switch it to where this is dark and then this right here is actually light, but you want to make sure you have dark and light complementing each other in a build. You don't want to build all out of one color or use two colors that are exactly the same. For instance, like where we're using white, there is gray. So if I actually just type in gray right quick, whoops. Like there's gray. I mean, you can actually use gray stained glass right here because this ain't gonna hurt. To show you that it wouldn't hurt. Like I can do that because it actually matches the house a little bit and kind of adds tint to the window. But you do not want to go grab like a dark gray like this and try to mesh it into something black. And I'll show you guys that right here by just doing this. Okay. So you can see how if all of this was this color, okay, it'd look like this. It'd be bland, okay, which you do not want to have. Now you can add more color in, but we'll actually remove some of the color, but you can end up doing something like this, where yes, there's a little bit of gray, a little bit of white, more like darker, so you can add a little less like white or lighter color, but you don't want to remove it completely. Okay, that's kind of what you want to make sure you're looking at. Although I think the white looked better right here, anyways. But yeah, that's kind of what we're shooting for, by the way, when we build. So when you build, always complement what you're building with whatever you're building. So dark with lights, lights with darks. That simple. That's why I always use like if I use dark oak, I use birch. They're nowhere near each other and they complement each other so you can actually see more detail and more highlight in your build. Same with like oak and spruce. Okay. You can do that too. You can use oak and dark oak. You can use no, I wouldn't use spruce and dark oak, but you guys get the idea. Oh, it is nighttime. Sleepy sleep. I believe I'm the only one over here. Yes, I am. But yeah, just make sure you're very, very well mandating what you do. And if you guys are wondering exactly what plugins I'm using, I can show that with their photos because now that we have this up, I can go show. That way, if you want to follow along in single player, you're not able to join. you guys will be able to. So if we go to Razor's Dragon's Paradox, open that up. If you guys do not like the Dragon mod, you don't have to use it, but it's Realism VFX with the little butterflies, Prism Visuals 2.1, which that could be 3.1 later on. Just make sure it's the P with the flowers and stuff and the pink trees in the background. Naturalist 3.2, Aquaculture Resource Pack, Dragons add-on, which, by the way, again, you guys can get rid of that if you guys don't like the dragon. Farming add-on by Pod Crash. Weapons add-on. Buckets Plus add-on, which I'll show you guys what Buckets Plus does here in a second. Backpacks 202. Tree Capitator add-on. Soundscapes Plus. Gravestones add-on. Essentials. Farming Pots add-on RP. Lights and Lamps add-on. And Realms Management Tool. That's all we are using in this realm at the moment. Okay. There's so much more I probably could add, but I haven't. Just to show I actually have a whole lot here I could. Um, yeah, a whole lot more. Okay, which I haven't added. So yeah, that's pretty much that, guys. Um, Looking amazing as well. And then of course we do have the Dragon's Paradox there. We have the My Worlds where I was showing you guys the little bit there, which you can see it's smaller. It still looks pretty good. And then we have Pombo's Terracraft, by the way, which is what the dinosaur world was, and then Sponge Me Bob, which Sponge Me Bob was kind of weird. We are going to go ahead and get rid of the Sponge Me Bob world and show you we have these. We have Castlevania, and we have that where we are going to come over and delete and delete. And however, I do have a whole lot of stuff, by the way, guys. Um, like the More Tools mod, the Mega Sky block. Load more. I haven't played that in a long time, but I don't really care about it. Load more results. Vibrant Adventures. Realism 1.1 fields, whatever. Don't have it. So it's not going to show all of them, which is weird. Because I do own this, by the way. And this actually adds structures and stuff to the world, which, you know what, we'll hit create and show you guys how this looks. So if we go to this, we do easy, keep it on survival. We're going to go advanced and show coordinates, days played, Recipe unlocking, fire spreads, TNT explodes. Sleep. Okay, so we're gonna set this to 1. And this reminds me of like Willowa from PC, by the way. It auto does 6 chunks, so I'm just gonna leave it exactly how the world says. This is actually going to be friends, and multiplayer game, friendly fire disabled. That's what I forgot to do earlier. Cheats, enable. Normal, we're not going to have always day. Keep inventory, mob spawning, mob griefing. This can be off. That's on. This off. This on. Command blocks off. This gets set to 3. Resource packs where we're going to do shared, available, this, and what we want to do is do farming pots, backpacks, structures add-on, no, essentials, farming add-on, soundscapes, weapons add-on. We're not going to use that. We are going to use aquaculture, I believe, because I don't really care about that. This adds more. You know what? We're not going to use that either. All the wool, furniture, bath bombs, color glass, blah blah, biomes, dragons, realism, gravestones is definitely going to be added. Realms management is going to be added. Cave biomes, realism VFX. I don't remember which one's which. So we're going to use Prisma always with this, lights and lamps. And actually, I believe it's that one, but I could be wrong. I'm not going to use the wrong one, though. Dark fantasy visuals, so the buckets gets added, season stays off, horror stays off, that stays off, this comes on. And I think that is everything I care about. Going into the mod pack for this. And now what we do is go to active, and we got to do our lineup, which by the way is this. Tree capitator can come down here. Buckets goes above that. Lights and lamps goes above that. Realm management, no. Actually, this can stay. This goes above that. Weapons add-on. This actually goes above this. The tree capitator. Farming goes right here. Backpacks is an item. Okay. Essentials, which goes above this. Farming pots, which is an item, will actually go right here. And then better on bedrock will actually come to the top because it goes above Prisma. So it goes better on bedrock, VFX, then Prisma. And this is what we're looking at right now. This is going to be BLB Survival. Okay, we have that, and that. That we're now going to hit cheats, make sure that stuff is on. Source we do experimental, we got to do villager trade rebalancing, and then hit create on realm, this, and the new world technically because you're not even on, so I can put it on there. Boop. 7. This will load up the world with better on bedrock, which will give all the cool Will of a stuff, which we're going to be adding one more thing in here in a second. I just need to go get the other item, which is a mod. And for me, I don't really like this, but for some people do. Dragon Panda, he does. Um, and this could crash, by the way. I'm going to point that out. This could crash because we are going to have three different things that really highly affect a lot of stuff on the screen. So it actually could crash the world, especially when I add the next one if this works. Just figured I'd go ahead and point that out. Portable spawn, by the way, but it worked. Save and quit. Where now we got to go add in the visual effects, by the way. That's kind of what we're going to go get now. So if we go into Realm, we can go here, Settings, over to BOB, Edit Worlds, and then we need to go add in our last little thing we need, which Better on Bedrock. This needs to go... Oh, let me go up. Can I... It won't let me do it. Okay. I ain't going to worry about that too much. What we're going to do is take a look at my packs, and we need to scroll down and go find a specific pack. Right here. Activate. Because what I did is added this, where now we can put this below that. For some reason, Treecapitator won't let me do anything with it, which is weird. But Prisma, up, 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 up. Okay, which, by the way, now is going to be in this 3. So applying packs may take a few moments. That is perfectly fine. Because now when I hit play, we should load in and be perfect, to be honest with you. And I'll show you what the version of this actually does. And the funny thing is, I think they actually removed this off, or it is just hella bugged on Bedrock at the moment. But yeah. Boop. I'm just going to show you what this mod pack could be and what a lot of people had. So what this does is now if I'm looking at something, notice what it does, right? It tells me what I'm looking at and what can harvest it. And that is basically what Willowa was, which is what am I... Willowa. W-A-L, right? Which is what am I looking at? W-A-L-A. Willowa. Yes. Say, I heard another animal over there. But that does all that. We need to do one little itty bitty thing, though. This, because it actually goes this, then this, then that. Because we need to come in here and do our little ground fog, some creaking, startled birds, snowflakes, and tumbleweeds, sand dust, cave dust. Yeah, these go off. Sky, make sure all this is on correctly. Weather, wind, intense rain, blizzard, sandstorm, stumble, flame. Other. Boom. Recapitator settings. This once. What you guys seen the bit there, but technically, um, we could have this where it feels really good. You can see what you're actually looking at, what it takes to actually chop it, cut it, mine it, or whatever. Which, by the way, we're not actually going to be using this. I just wanted to show it to you, and you can see that is the better on bedrock. Okay, is possible. Do we use it? Not really. Okay, so settings, this, activate world. Now we're back on the normal world once this is done loading. There we go. There. Normal world's back up. Okay. There we go. All right, now that we got that all set up and no glitched issues in the world, I'm kind of in the mood to realm it just for a little bit longer. Oh yeah, you can't fly because of the fact of this. Hold on. Slash ability. Boom. There you go. Now you can fly. I'm gonna go around and get a little bit more of the iron actually, because I want to make a full set of iron armor. So as much iron as I can get my hands onto. Get out of my lobby, skeleton. Bait the explosion. Oh god, this is gonna give me a lot. Wait, what is that actually, to be honest with you? I wish I could crouch and go under that and see, because that actually could just be that. What does iron look like through water? Okay, so yeah, it is just that. Right? Let's see what that actually looks like through water. It has a reflection, so what is this? Oh, actually is iron. It's just being very weird with how it looked. Alright, we got more than enough iron now to do full armor and more tools. I just want to get a little bit more. Maybe another stack. So technically another 64 is what I'm looking to grab. I say that and then get it. Heck yeah. Alrighty. Let's go back up here. On my way, we'll grab a little bit more of the iron. Why not? This pick's about to break anyways. So when it breaks, I'll have 2 more to put in its way, or in its place. Holy witch. Get off me island. Get off my island. Thank you. I do want to get the iron armor set, so we're going to go ahead and grab this, and helmet, this, which by the way, I think my legging is already iron, which is great. I can store this in here. Boom. Alright, we are full iron. Nice. Alright, guys, give me a sec because I need to restart stream right quick. Give me 1 minute and the stream will be right back up. There we go, guys. We are right back in. I forgot we can actually do that now, but you now have the bit to do the proper commands. I had to actually hide the passwords and stuff I had to put in, so that's what I kind of had to do. Sorry, guys, but there we go. You are now able to now do slash ability at a mayfly true. Every time you join the world, this is what you're going to type in, and then you're going to hit enter, and you'll be able to fly around. You are now able to use said command. All right. Let's get to doing this. So here is probably where I'm going to do this. Whoops. Right. Here actually is where it is. Same thing over here. We just kind of go out. Oh, I used it up. No. More wood. Eat. And then this. I don't care if it's a perfect circle or not. What I care about is just that. And technically, this needs to come back more. Just to encompass this entire island. There we go, right like that. And now we can actually grab this, bring it over here. Oopsie daisy, actually, no we don't. I want to compliment the build, sorry guys. I just wasted a little of the axe, but we'll be fine. Because we're going to go grab a different wood color to put in right here. Same as this one. Boy, what do you think you're doing? Get out of my world. This is Daddy's world. Get out of Daddy's world. Only my friends and gamer girls are only allowed here. There we go. This goes in here. Join the realm. You should be able to do the command now for yourself. There. I think. Oh no, it's right over there. Right here. That's where that was. And then we'll just kind of keep the sticks actually. I think that might be more than enough at the moment. Got to put this one back. We'll do one right here. We'll just kind of do that. So that way there's a lot more of the, trees. Bloop. That should be good enough for now to actually do this. What the? Oh, it was like the dark grass. That's what it was. Wait. What the? It was like the little dark grass, like the carpet version. I'll need to get some torches here in a minute to put up here, but we'll do that in a second. Because what we'll do is like this. We'll make like, oh, whoops. Do one more. 6. That way it's staying even. Weird torches don't want to show up. I'm going to have to craft them in order for the, I guess, recipe to be seen, even though I placed some already. Earlier, didn't I? No, I didn't. And then the occasional one like that will do. Where did I pick this up from? Oh, well. Grab this. A little bit more of these. Actually, I need to do one more. Actually, we'll do that. We'll get more wood here in a second to do more, but here we go, 28. That should be more than enough to light up everything right here. No, let me film that in at the base of the bed. Thank you. Use those as like the little quick get rid of the grass kind of stuff there. There we go. See, it's that was stopping the placement on the other one. Or causing that to happen. There, we'll just kind of do this. Pick up that. Technically, it usually takes the place of the object. It doesn't place next to it. Like that. Oh shoot, I actually used every bit of it up. There we we go. We'll even do this so this stuff gets light up the pillar there. We're looking pretty good. Yeah, we're looking really good, actually. All right. I need more birch in a second. I gotta check my phone right quick. Or it should be. I'll check it here in a second. Oh, it's not? Okay, hold on. I gotta fix that then. Slash game rule. Keep inventory. True. There. If you get your stuff, you should be good to go. On top of that, we'll also do this so you can fly. Boom. GG. All right. Either it's nighttime or daytime, and more likely it's nighttime. So sleep through the night. Boop. All right. Back to what I was doing. I didn't turn on the tree replanting. I actually can do that, actually. Boom. And tree replanting on. That'll make it so when I break this, it'll auto replant the sapling 90% of the time. I don't know why it didn't want to do it that time, though. It's weirdly not working. Settings. Where did it go? Tree breaker, crop breaker, tree replanting off, and back on. And we'll see. Yeah, it's not one to work. Alrighty. Weird. Not gonna worry about it too much though, because just to do this is not the hardest thing out there to do. Oops, right here, right there. We'll do one right here. All right, we're gonna do that. Come over here and do that. Because 2 stacks of birch is more than enough to finish that off. 100%. Over. We'll do a little bit of fences too and stairs. It's going to be needed later, so we'll do that. And as I said, that's more than enough to finish this off because we only got this little bit and that little bit to do. Whoops. when you accidentally clip the 4 as you're flying down. Just make sure it's like that. Boop. All right. All this goes in here. Now that we got that done. Oh, yep, I knew it was this. Alrighty. I need to grab those. Or we're just gonna do that. We got a little bit more actually to fill in. We kind of want to keep that. Make sure we don't have anything else missing over here because we got that. This is like a little 1x1 water. Not gonna worry about it. All right. Great. Perfect. Got our little platform that we can actually start creating stuff onto, making it look good. Let's do our fencing, because why not? Make fence, we need sticks. Make a lot of fence. Break this, place it down. Because what we're going to do is move this here, this comes over here, this comes up here, this goes right there, and the torch comes down here. Because as we go, we're just going to do that, and it goes like that. And what we'll do is kind of break this, place that. Break this, place that. Break this, place that. And then we'll be able to go around and do the rest of those here in a minute. Well, let's go do the corners now. Because now I'll be able to do this. Place it in, place it down, place it in, place it down. now we have that. Which looks magnificent. I say so myself. Let's get rid of the freaking skeleton, though. There we go. Nighttime. There we go. And this will act like a little hub that we can use later. Because what's going to happen is this, all that is going to get changed into logs later and make this look like it's being held up. And then we'll be able to use, actually, no. That'll be somewhat changed into logs, or we're going to send something out that way and connect every bit the inside of this cave to have stuff like this. And then the town will be actually like right down and below there with these circling it as like the little actually Bridgets is what they're called. And what we're also going to do is something like this. Whoops. Whoops. God dang it. There we go. And then that'll go all the way around, and then we'll chop off a little bit of this backside. But there we go. Oh, we got this here. Nice. Let's go to my axe. Boop. Technically, it's this, and this, because what we're doing is this, and that. And then this. Stairs. Whoops. Here. There. And that goes all the way around. Nice. Not bad. Looks pretty okay. We got our little living quarters up here for a little bit. And then what we can do now is add in our chests, which will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 20. We're going to need a lot more chests than that. There. Boom. Good boatload of chests. Right now we can have like actual inventory storage being sorted to what goes where. All right. These can get moved now that we're not up here having to totter off the side, because now we can do something like this. This, boom, and boom. Right there will do. And this can get moved. To right here. And then this one. Go food down here. Random assorted blocks, which are these. This will go above the food. Same as like that. Wood items, including the chests. I'll go right here. Valuables. I need that because I gotta smelt it. We'll actually go right here. Oh, you're dropping me stuff? Alrighty. Thank you. We'll do the little kitchen corner right there for the smoker. Cobble will go up here. Random assorted. Stone objects. You know what? Let's just grab out this. Right quick. That way I can just go ahead and pick this up. Let's see. Random assorted. I'll throw armor in there with that. This is stone and cobble. We'll also throw that there. All the way down here at the end for this will be the books. This will be gardening, so this will be the seeds, this and this. Oh, it is nighttime. Let's see. We've done this one as this. So we'll do that. Which means this one can be weapons and ammo. Let's see. We'll do this. That. This one could be armor. LOL. This stays on me in case I want to change stuff. This will go into here. Like that. And then we'll do this because this will be the, this will be uncooked. This will be cooked. You're not crouched, so your name tag pops up. Boop. Boop, boop. There we go. Assorted. You watch stream, I was like this right when you tried crouching. Alrighty. Alright, now that we're assorted, pretty much. And I got this built. I might as well look at going from here to start the next platform where it spirals down, maybe? Do I do that, or do I actually connect this to somewhere else and do switchback stairs? No clue just yet. But we got the crafting table there, smoker here. There, we are going to grab some of this. Boop. So we can actually get ready to cook. But not bad. then right here is where I'm going to do the set world spawn now. So when my cousin spawns in, he'll at least see that, and he'll get to run around and look. All right, nice. Check my phone. Who is? Oh, oh, hold on. I know exactly who this is. Give me a second. Is he in a Discord? I don't think he is. Oh, he left. Okay, there we go. GG. Little slow on the sand, but it'll be fine. Alrighty. I seen him join, so I need to go actually do this now. Hmm. Some more of this. We will need lapis. make sure we got more than enough lapis for that. Need to smelt this stuff. Actually, in half. There, and then this. Right in there. I'm gonna say if you're placing a chest, just place it like up against the fence, like directly up against it. Nice. Hmm. Thinking next one of these should be placed somewhere right around there, maybe? I don't know. Don't worry about that too much. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alrighty. I'm thinking here is where I'm going to get off Minecraft for the night. And probably watch a little YouTube, TV, something. All right. Nice.